I am a good baker. I enjoy making sweet treats for everyone to enjoy. My daughter-in-law, Emily, is very health conscious and even more so now that they have two kids. She's the type of person who avoids sugars, mostly eats organic, and avoids processed foods. Well, that's kind of good, man. I wish I could avoid sugar, truthfully. Truth be told, it's literally impossible. I know that there's going to be somebody who's have some self-control, but I just don't, man. I don't know what to tell you. It happens. I'm thinking about sugar right now. We have a coconut popsicle in the freezer, and I'm just thinking about it currently. It's real rough. When the grandkids visit, I usually make cookies or something sweet for them to enjoy. Every single time she sees them, she usually goes on about how they are unhealthy. We got into an argument about this a few months ago, about not giving the kids junk. I pointed out everything is homemade, and I'm not only serving them cookies. My son stepped in on this, and we compromised that the kids can have one cookie when they are here. Oh, God. You're you're gonna create kids that will just, as soon as they can move out of your house, bro, they're gonna go at the sweets like crazy. I'm telling you right now, because I was we couldn't afford, like, honestly, as bad as this makes, like, poverty living, but like this whole like ice cream sweets. No, we didn't really have that all the time, and when we did, it was very limited as to how much I could have, which is why as an adult I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll get some cosmic brownies from the store and I'll literally eat the entire package in one night, even though that's insane. But, it is what it is. Good luck with that in the long run. You know what I mean? This was good for a while until yesterday. The kids came over last night and I made a batch of cookies. They were cooling on the rack. Emily and my son decided to chat a bit before heading out. During that time, Emily went into the kitchen and threw away the cookies. When I asked her why she did it, she claimed I was doing me a favor since they are unhealthy. This bitch needs to get out. I'm sorry, man. You gotta go. You don't come into my house and throw out the cookies. You can, don't get me wrong. Daughter-in-law, it's your kids. I'm not going to sit here and say, no, they deserve many, many cookies. If anything, I'll at least understand that we maybe shouldn't be giving them tons and tons of cookies. You know what I mean? I understand the point and limits. But at the same time, I really need a cough button for the mic. I should develop something like that. Joe Rogan, he has $100 million studio, so he can afford these kinds of things. I really can't. So that's life. But yeah, you can't go around throwing out people's cookies. So no, not the asshole. Yelled at her, saying that she had no right to throw away food that I worked hard to make. She got defensive and said she was just trying to help. My son stepped in and told me to calm down, but I was furious. Emily left the room in tears, and now my son is saying I overreacted and should apologize. I told my son that I will not be babysitting until he handles the situation, and I will not apologize. Fair enough. She crazy. You know what I mean? Why is she throwing out perfectly good food? That's annoying. You know what I mean? Perfectly good, sustainable, nutritious cookies. There's some that maybe she used dark chocolate chips. Would that be the way to say that? Dark chocolate chips? That sounds wrong. Dark chocolate chips sounds correct, weirdly enough. Which have, like a very slight health benefit, Wasted nutrients, potentially. No, you're not the asshole here. Emily is rude as hell. Okay, I can agree. Wait, I didn't mean to downvote. I meant to sort by controversial, because I'd imagine there's somebody who's like, you bitch, you're feeding kids cookies, you should die. Everyone sucks here. Emily should have never tossed out food in your house, but reading between the lines, you and she have very different views on food and children, and you are poking her every time they visit. You say you make sure to have something sweet when the grandkids come over, and their mom doesn't want this for them. And while I agree with your mindset that everyone deserves sweet treats in their life, you're being super disrespectful to your daughter-in-law. Well, the daughter-in-law is being super disrespectful for the kids by not allowing them to have a cookie. You know what I mean? Now it's been limited down to like a single cookie when they visit their grandma. They're not even allowed to have that at a certain point. It seems like, because Emily's going to toss out the cookies like some crazy person. You were so wrong. It was agreed with the other parent, her son, that the kids could have a cookie when they come over. Daughter-in-law took it upon herself to bin the whole batch. She is the asshole here. Yeah, I mean, I would really appreciate just having those other cookies. I don't care that your daughter-in-law will not allow the kids to have those cookies. Those are perfectly good cookies that I could have eaten. It seems like the other parent only brokered the one cookie thing as a compromise after OP repeatedly ignored her daughter-in-law's rules about food for her kids, and they fought about it on several occasions. Yeah, but it also seems like OP was doing a lot of babysitting, not just typical grandma visits, or if her refusing to watch them carries weight as a threat. I'm going to throw something out you. I'm going to throw something out here and just go against, well, not really against the unpopular or the popular opinion here. I'm just going to go ahead and say that I just don't care. Quite frankly, if a kid getting a cookie or two when they go to visit grandma is too much for you, you got a lot of like you got mommy issues or something. Maybe you got to rework. You got to work that out. There's something going on with you mentally that really needs to be sorted. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be doing that. You know, kids deserve some cookies, man. Let them have some cookies. A cookie or two. You know, it's not like you're giving them diabetes. It's not like they're allergic to what you're putting into the cookies. Obviously, your dill sucks for throwing out the cookies. It's disrespectful and controlling. You pulled the "but I'm the grandmother" card with cookies in general. To your dill, sugar and processed foods are poison and horrible for their kids' bodies. Yeah, it's a couple cookies, so I'm gonna go ahead and take everything that you've said here and throw it out the window. Like I'm literally gonna throw it out my mental window because I don't care because it's one or two cookies now at this point. They'll be all right. They won't die. But it is what it is. You guys, I don't think you're the asshole, but your daughter-in-law probably thinks you are. And really, I guess in the grand scheme, it doesn't really matter what a bunch of online dorks like myself think about the situation. But it does say poo mode here, so it seems like the general consensus is that you're not the asshole here. Let them kids have some cookies. I'd imagine there's a lot of chubby children that are now like very physical adults who are like, no, you let her have that cookie, you bitch. So yeah, let her have the cookie. That's the rule here, definitively.